Hi everyone. In this video I wanted to talk about figuring out the running total for our in our column K, the cumulative minutes. So in the book exercise they want us to select all of the information in column J. I selected the first one and then I'm using my scroll bar to scroll down to the bottom, and then I'm going to hold down on the shift key and click the last one. That's a quick way to select everything, or you can drag it down, whichever you would prefer. Now in the PC version you get a quick analysis toolbar. In the Mac version of Office that isn't the case, so I'm going to show you real quick the quick analysis way, and then I'll show you how to do it without that. So they want us to click on totals and they want us to go all the way across. In this case the running totals will be created in the column next door. If we do it this way, the total will be calculated and put at the bottom of the column. But they want us to do this so that we create all of this information in column K. So let's go ahead and click on that. And we can see that basically these totals have been created over here. Now in the book they have you take out the bold, and I'm sure you can do that on your own, but let's just take a peek at the formula and see what it's telling us. So in the formula it says equals and then sum, so we're adding whatever's in J5 to J5. So obviously, or just in that one case, J5 is 21. It's basically equaling what's in that column, or excuse me, what's in that cell. But you see here that they have the first reference to J5 set as an absolute reference. The second item in our formula, this one, is set. It will automatically change as we copy the formula down, so that's a relative reference. Okay, so I'm just going to press enter here. So now let's look at the next cell in our column. So in this case I'm still using the sum. Here, I'll click here, J5, because that's our absolute reference. That means in this formula always point to J5 in this instance. But now I want you to sum what's in J5 plus J6. So that's how we get 49, because it took 21 and 28. So you can see how this is what they call a running total. So let's look at the next one. Now we're up to 57, and if we look at this, when you click in the formula bar, it gives you a visual of what's going on in your formula, which is really nice. So now, again, because this was set as the absolute reference, that one stays the same, but now since we've copied the formula down, now we're looking at adding up everything from J5 through J7. So you can see how this running total basically goes on. I mean, if we come down here, now we're up to 244. If I click inside the formula bar, you can see that it's still starting at J5 and now it's going all the way through J20. So the best thing to do is setting up this first formula in K5. So it's going to be equals and sum, and then we're adding we're summing J5. So you really want to have, you need to have this absolute reference. So remember, you can either use the F4 key, which is a function on your keyboard. I have to use my FN key and then press F4 on my laptop, but it depends on if you're working on a laptop or a different type of keyboard. But you can always just type these dollar signs in as well. So just make sure that you have the dollar sign in front of the J, dollar sign in front of the 5. So that means no matter where I copy this formula, I'm always going to point to J5. And then we have the semicolon and then the J5 over here. So as we keep coming down, the second reference is changing, but it's still keeping the first reference. So that's how we get all the way down here. Let's see, let me go a little faster. Sorry to make you dizzy here. But when we get down to the bottom, we can see that at the very end it's 8,255 is the total. Okay, so I hope that that helps. I do believe they have a reference to this in the book as well. That's on, I think, the next page. It starts on working with the quick analysis tool. The running total starts on one page, and then the following page, after you've removed the bold formatting, keep reading down on that page. It also talks about the formula there as well. Okay, so I hope that this was helpful in explaining the running total and using either your quick analysis button if you have one, or if you don't, you can definitely put in the formula and have it work in exactly the same way. Alrighty, take care.